Hey, you guys, go get something to drink. This is Lady Craftsala 83's channel. I'm here with my tea from Herbalife, which has Best Defense. It has Liftoff. It has the chai tea. It has aloe. And I drank my pills and I ate my breakfast. And I also have to do my 10 push-ups for the group because now we're doing it online type of thing in our chat group. And I'm going to challenge my coach, Denise, with the 10 push-ups and my mom too. So yeah, welcome you guys. I know this is season 2, episode 2 of my podcast for 2020. I know I've been MIA, but I've been back. I've been posting videos upon my hauls on my planners and little things here and there. But this is the podcast you guys been waiting for. Yeah, don't mind my shirt. It has a lot of lint on it, but it's because I sleep with these sheets that have like the fur on it. It's very furry type sheets. And yeah, you guys, I know I have not been posting. I know there's been a lot of things going on, especially now with the coronavirus and all these other things. It's really sad that, all these things are happening now in our lives where we might be put in quarantine and we might not be able to go outside. But, it's just the right thing to do because, you have to take care of yourself. You can't risk yourself or your family or your children. And, yeah. My advice to people is to clean your hands a lot. Use hand sanitizer. If you can buy hand sanitizer, buy Savila. It's this green long leafy thing with like spikes inside and it's like slimy inside. You buy that and buy alcohol and you mix that up in like a milk carton or whatever. And you mix it or you can pass it through your food processor. So that the Savila, because it's like a very gooey thing, can like liquefy itself with the alcohol. Then you put in a gallon of milk and you have hand sanitizer. Well, that's what my mom taught me, so that's what we're doing. Because apparently the regular hand sanitizer Purell gives me allergies when I use it. Like my hands be itching and then my face be itching, so I haven't been using that. But then again, the Up and Up aloe hand sanitizer from Target doesn't do that to me. So yeah, there goes that. Okay, what else we have? There are sad news. I was gonna leave it for the bladder section, but part of the intro. Let's do all this now so we can get into the knitting and the good goods, which is my can't stop, won't stop, gotta have it, because narrator gotta have it segment, which is stash enhancement. Also, this video might be long due to the fact that I have been working a lot. There goes the tongue twisting. I have been working a lot on my projects, on my old projects, recent projects. I have not cast on nothing yet, nothing new. I am trying to stick to finish 2 items, finish 2 projects, and cast on a new one. Let's see how that goes. Because now if we be put on quarantine and we be on lockdown, I don't know. Narrator might cast on some stuff, And I also have some patterns that I have purchased online and that has been gifted to me that are in the horizons of narrator wanted to make, Well, the sad news is, you guys, Lion Brand Yarn Studios in Union Square has been closed. As far as where I'm aware of, all the yarn has been sent to the factory and will no longer be active. Like after the quarantine and all this stuff that's going on, they are closed. To me, that is my second home. So I am very sad that that's like over with. In this yarn store, I've met lots of beautiful, lovely people. I've met Gretchen, Aravia, Darren, Adita. Wow, like you name it. I've met so many beautiful, amazing person that have taught me a lot about yarns and stuff. I have my fiber family, which is Darren, of course, Aravia, Adita, Gretchen. Wow, there's so many of them. Verna, Patricia, Pat. Um, Lord have mercy, there's so many. So many of my friends there that I will be missing. We're trying to find a place that we can gather either on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis or on a bi-weekly, you know, situation where we could meet somewhere and, sit down, parlay, chat, Nate, of course, talk about natural stuff, our lives, and then some, your life. Let me know what you're going through. Let me know what you're going to get yourself into now that we're going to be locked out. Some people are stressed. I am not stressed by any means. I am actually happy that the kids are sent home. The kids don't have school. They're going to have this online class thing going on where the schools are actually providing laptops and iPads to the kids to work on their assignments. So therefore, they'll still be able to do their work, but they'll do it from home, which a lot of kids are liking that. My son is happy, by the way, that that's happening. My daughter's not so much because they love school. Ariana and Ashley love school. My son, he's in high school, so he's happy that he gets to do the work at home and not be in school stressing. So, yeah. What else I want to say? I have notes, you guys. Like, I have notes. And we're just going to start doing things right here for y'all. Yeah, so another thing that I wanted to mention is how sad it is that some people are taking this coronavirus as a joke. There are people that are actually partying, they're being amongst over 50 people when it's been said in the news that if there are more than 10 people, not to be around them. It has been said in the news to stay home, to only go out if you have to. And to them, it's more like, if you got to do food shopping and buy necessities, that's the only reason why you should go out. And there are some people that are working, so, they have to come out and work. But if they have nothing else to do, to go straight home. Take off your clothes as soon as you walk in your apartment and put them in bags, put them straight to wash if you have a washer and dryer at home. And yeah, you have to take a lot of precautions because this virus is no joke. It is no joke. And for the people that are taking it as a joke, they are what I consider crazy and ignorant people, because this is very important and this is something that you cannot play with. Your life is in danger. So many people has died. And I am not happy by any means of this matter at all. I'm not happy. This is my doggy, Princess. This is my baby. This is my partner, my baby. And yeah. So anywho, I'm here to do my podcast. It's been long waited for. And we're going to talk about my whips. I have 2 finished objects. And I have... Don't bark, you little thing. So I have 2 finished objects. So we're going to go into finished objects. So I'm going to show you my first finished object. My first finished object is in this Mrs. Brown's bag, drawstring bag right here. And here, I'm going to show you guys, I finished my sock hair hat. The decreases are beautiful, you guys. So this is my sock hair hat. And I have notes, you guys, so I'm looking down her to my notes. I love the decreases in this hat. It's so beautiful. You see? So this is Cascade Heritage yarn. this pattern, and this is in the color Cotton Candy. This pattern is from Yarn Inspiration Simple Beanie. So they have a men's version. Well, they have a small and a large version, which is I guess female. I don't like to generalize things. So they have a small size and they have a large size. So I do the small size. And I knitted this with, so yeah, the colorway is Cotton Candy. So it's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. The needles I use is the US size 3 and 2. 2 for the brim, the 3 is for the body. And the needles I use is Chiago needles for this. Yeah, I use the Chiago needles for this. And I also use a higher. So this is my hat. So pretty. I love Cascade Heritage yarn for hats. I really do. Like, I'm obsessed, and this color is beautiful, as you guys can see. I love making the podcast in my bedroom because I have 2 large windows there, and the light that comes in is perfect, so you guys get to see, you know, like, all my makings in their full potential colors. Like, that's full on the right color. So as you can see, this is 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, and those are the colors. And this is in the cotton candy. The color is Cotton Candy, right there for you guys. Super bright, right? So I use that and my higher. The higher sharps are not in my bag, which are the size 2. But this is the size 3 in my Chiago Relays, which I am obsessed with these. Good thing is the hat is done and I can use these needles for something else. So we're going to put those needles over there. And mind you, I did it more slouchy than the normal that I do. And I believe I could get away with some shorty socks with this. Or some fingerless. Who knows? So yeah, that's one of my finished objects. And here is Mrs. Brown bags, which I love her drawstring bags. So there goes one empty bag, you guys. The second finished object I have, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to be marking it down in my notebook because, you know, I am getting this podcasting thing done right, you know. Okay. So, I am creating a pattern that I'm going to name the Soap Hugger. Because a lot of people like using it's like the dishcloth, you know, to clean the dishes. But some people like to use them to bathe themselves, to take a shower. So I figure some people like to use, I just lost my train of thoughts. I'm so sorry, you guys. Getting back into this, you know. So yeah, so it's called a soap hugger. I will have a free pattern on this in my Ravelry account. Not this week, but it will be in my podcast. It's already here. Hello. No, it's going to be in my Ravelry account. It's going to be a free pattern. So some people like using, like I said, these little washy things to take a bath. And some people get mad when their soap fall because, you know, you got to rub the soap. So I figured, why not make a soap hugger? You know, you put your soap inside, as you can see. Super easy to make, by the way. And I like the knitted version better than the crochet version. I just like how soft it is. When it's wet with the water and the soap, it's like very soft on the skin. And as you can see, it has a drawstring. So you put your soap inside, and then you pull it. And your soap is inside. So what you do is, obviously, you wet it in the water, and you bathe yourself. So I made this one for my son. So, yeah, my son, my love, my heart, my soulmate. Yeah, so I made this one for my son. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I also have an easy lace pattern on my Ravelry account. It's $4. It is called the Love Potion hat. Super easy, you guys. It is lacy, but it's an easy lace. Like, it's not something that you're gonna be there breaking your head. Like, you're gonna know where you're at if you mess up, type of thing. So yeah, so this is another finished object. Yes, it's small, but it's still a finished object. And now we're gonna get into my whips. Everything I've been working on. So these huggers or dishcloths, I don't really consider them something new that I'm casting on without keeping up with my promise of finishing 2 things to add a new project, because these are what I call simple add-ons. You know, you need something to get by knitting all the stuff that you knit or crochet, and you need something just intuitive to get your mind off and finish it quick. I feel super productive and to make something very useful as this. So yeah. So again, I added another one, and the yarn, I don't remember which one it is. The cotton yarn, because I am using cotton yarn for this. I don't remember which yarn it is because I have this big bin full of cotton yarn, and some of them don't have, like, this is the green. Some of them don't have like the packaging on them. Some of them do, some of them don't. But I'm pretty sure it's either, I think, sugar and cream, maybe. Maybe. But I know it's cotton for sure because you can tell the texture. So yeah, that's that green that I use for my son's soap hugger. And I started another one which is halfway done in this beautiful burgundy color, which will be for me. And I did this one a bit more wider. It should have been maybe to here. Trial and error, people. Trial and error. So yeah. Basically, that's what it is. And the yarn is tangled up in my pen, of course. And the yarn is right here. That's the actual color because the light is very bright in here, you guys. But yeah, that's the actual color. It's actually dark. Yeah, like, that's the actual color right there. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. Like when I watch movies or something like that. Something quick that I just want to get my mind off, and I know I could whip it up like this. Perfect. And I am using, and I mentioned how much I love my Chiago needles, because you know I love my Hayas as well. So I'm using a size 9, and I believe this is a 32-inch cable, and this is the red lace. So yeah, that's what I am using in here. Also, after I finish that burgundy one, I will be doing a brown one as well. And then I might join these other colors together to make one colorful, I guess, because super easy to do, you guys. So that's why I said that pattern will be free in my Ravelry account, because why not? So I will be having that written down. I'm going to have it written down this week, and then I'm going to send it out to a couple of my friends. They're willing to test it out for me and let me know if there's a thing or two I should change in the pattern. Dehydration, people. Dehydration. Okay, so I spoke about that and that and that. Another whip I have. This is in my utterly adorable knits bag. It's a Care Bear bag. I love this bag, you guys. I love it. Vernon, Patricia, you know we love our bears. So I love this bag. It's a drawstring. I mean, I do use zipper project bags, but my favorite bags, hands on, are my drawstring. So in here I have a Flaxlight sweater by Tin Can Knits, which is the pattern. I am using needles US 5 and a US 2. The yarn is Opal, Wolfgang, and Frederick Sweger. 75% virgin wool, 25% polymer. Where the stitch marker is where I left off the last time I podcast. So, I'll show you guys what now. So, this is that beauty. You see the stitch marker? So I was here the last time I showed you guys. And this is everything I've done. Everything I've done right there. So I am up to the ribbon now. So I got to change needles to the short ones for the ribbon like I did on the neck. Yeah, like I did on the neck to do the ribbon for 2 inches here. And then I have to cast on my sleeves. And this opal yarn, I've had it in my stash for like ever. And I am using, like I said, but these are my Knit Picks, which are another favorite needles that I have. Here's one of the opal yarns. The other one I have it tucked away. And these are to make socks or whatever you want. You can even make socket hats with this. But I wanted to make a couple of shirts because I'm not making this long sleeve. I'm making these short sleeve, actually. Making them short sleeves or 3/4 sleeves. I just wanted to try the Tinkin Knits because it was recommended to me as an easy pattern for beginner garment makers. Because other than this, I've made 2 garments only. I made a cardigan, and I made a flax sweater, which is worsted weight, and I honestly like the way they made their patterns, and the variety of sizes that they have is crazy. It's like 0 to 6 months or 0 to 3 months. Babies all the way to a 4 extra large, which is amazing. And I like the fact that they did that because, you know, everybody gets to make their size because we're all different sizes and, you know, different weights. So yeah, that's in this one. I have another flax light, and this is a Tom Bin yarn sack, the one with the clear bottom. They also have the one that has the same pattern as this in the bottom, but this is the clear bottom. I have a couple of these. And here I have another flax light, but in this one I made sure that I wanted it to be, and of course you guys, it's Cascade Heritage Prints again. So, let me change the page here. So, yeah, I did notes, you guys. I got my notes. So, okay. Tom Bin Knitted Sack, which is what I showed you, which is this with the clear bottom. The yarn is Cascade Heritage Print in the color 58 and the color charcoal. The charcoal is the gray up here, which I thought complements the yarn. And it gives it this cohesive look. As you can see, I'm up to the ribbon in the bottom. So I have like maybe 4 more rounds to go to bind the body off on this one. Also in this one, where I last left it off, on my last podcast, I was up to here. So as you can see, I've been working a lot. You know, and I love Cascade Heritage Print yarn. It is so soft and squishy. I love it. And this stitch marker right here, I purchased it from Michaels. It's one of those charms that you could use in bracelets and stuff. But you know, it has the lobster clasp, so of course we use it for knitting or crochet, of course. I am using my Higher Sharps. And the needles I'm using is 2 and a 5 40-inch cable, which are my favorite. By all means, my favorite knitting needles. And yeah, so the sleeves are separated on both sides. Sleeves are separated. So 4 more rows of this, and then I'll be on to Sleeve Island. Which also my other flax light that I showed you, the one with the opal yarn. It's also up to the ribbon, and then I'll be on to Sleeve Island. So this yarn cozy cocoon is what I call it. Verna gifted this for me for Christmas, I believe 2 years ago. And this is where it's housing my charcoal yarn, Cascade charcoal, in here. It also has a loop here where you could feed your thread, your yarn through. But I don't feed it through there because what if I want to use it for another project and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't remember the name of this, but yeah. And I do use Hayahayas, as you can see, and I also use my Chago lace, which are my favorite knitting needles, by the way. Let's see what else I have in here. And this is how the ball of Cascade Heritage Print color 58. This is how it looks. Pretty colors, right? I wear blue a lot. I don't know if you guys know this. For those of you that wants to know and see more about me, my Instagram account is not private. It's for everybody to see. I post everything I knit, eat, whatever I get myself into in there. And yeah, you can check me out there. When I don't podcast, you can ask me whatever there as well. So yeah, so this guy, it's almost done, you could say. This one I am also, well, depending on the yardage, because I've only used one skein of Cascade Heritage Print, and the one I just showed you, which I didn't use much on that one for the body. So I have that much, and I have one extra skein. So if I have enough, I will do longer sleeves. If not, I will make the sleeves up to here or up to here on this sweater. But like I said, I've been enjoying Tin Can Knits Flaxlight and Flax Sweater because it is working, you guys. It is working, and I love how very detailed it is and how they write their patterns is very, very, very understandable, and you know what you're doing, you know. And I love YouTube too because, you know, if you don't understand something, you look it up on YouTube, or if not, I call 911. I call Verna and Patricia, and I'll send them a picture of what I think I messed up, and they always there to help me. So I love that about them, and plus they're the bestest friends that I've had. I love my ladies. I love you all. Darren, Odita, all of y'all. It is so sad they closed in the store. Okay, let me not get emotional because then I'll be crying. I'll be crying. Okay, so in this bag that you buy at like Michael's, CVS, Rite Aid, things like that, they have these type of bags. And these are the ones that fold up into a little pouch like that, and then you carry it in your book bag. Well, I have my son's flax sweater here. So in my son's, it's the flax sweater by Tin Can Knits, of course. It's a big sweater, and I wasn't working on this for a while. I just picked it up, and now it's on a roll. Okay, so my son's sweater is made by is made by me, obviously. So the pattern is by Tin Can Knits, and it's the flax sweater. The flax sweater is the one that is used with DK weight yarn. The flax light, which are these two that I showed you that I'm making myself, are used with sock weight yarn or size 2, sock weight yarn. So yeah, so this is Vanna Choice. Hold on, because I have another yarn here. Okay, so this is Vanna White, Vanna Choice by Lion Brand. And this is in the color Graphite. This is 145 yards, ball. 92% acrylic, 8% rayon. And you could wash it and you could dry it. Vanna Choice, you guys, one of my favorite yarns. Trust me. Okay. Sorry, excuse my language, but the allergies are killing me. So yeah, so this is Vanna Choice White Lion Brand. As you can see it right there, wash and dryer. 145 yards for graphic is the color, and it's tweed. It has tweeds in it, which is so pretty. Okay, so yeah, there goes that. Oh, I have another one of those Tombin yarn sacks. This is the short one. See through bottom. As you can see, there's another yarn there. And see if I find a picture of the pattern. And this is a free pattern, you guys, so you can honestly look it up online. You see how his sleeves are like with this ridge here? And then it has the regular knit stitch on this side. Well, my son wanted the ridge in the whole sleeve. So yeah, he's putting his mama to work. I am using my Knit Picks needle and my hires in size US 6, US 6 and a US 8, 40-inch cables. Yeah. Okay, so. Okay, hold on, because I have a yarn in here. Because it's connected to one of the sleeves, you guys. Okay, so the last time I podcasted and showed this project, I was up here with a tea thing. Where the tea kettle is at. Up here. And I got all of this done, you guys. Ribbon is done. And I recently, oh, allergies, Lord. I recently have sleeves on the needles, and this one is a little more further, as you can see right here. Yes, I put them both on the needles, you guys. I am working on this one first, and then I'm gonna work on this one. Or I'll stop working on this one and then work on this one, you know, that sort of thing going on. Allergies are killing me, you guys. And yeah, so I'm so happy. He tried it on and it fit him good. It still has some length. It still has some length in it that he can grow into. And I am so happy with this one. Like, I am more happy with this one than the one I made myself. Because I kind of messed up on the ridges here. I should have done it straight knit on mine's. And yeah, it kind of looked wonky. I showed it before in my podcast, in my previous podcast. And it kind of looked wonky. So I'm planning on making another one for myself. And now that I understand and know what I like in a sweater and what I don't like and what I might do and what I might not do type of thing. So I want to do my sleeves straight knit. None of the ridges because my son liked this texture part here. So yeah. He wants this on the whole sleeves. So it's like that in the front and on the back. So the whole sleeve is like that, where one row you knit and the other row you purl, and then knit, and then you purl, and that's how you get this here. That's how you get the stretchy part here, which he likes, so, you know. But I am so happy. I am actually more excited about his than I was about mine. And I gifted my sweater to my home attender because, you know, she is super nice, and I show my home attender how to knit, like I think I explained in previous podcasts. And yeah, she's making a lot of sweaters, socks, hats, shawls. Like, I would like to bring her to chat with me in the podcast, but she speaks Spanish, so I don't know if you guys will mind that, or if you wouldn't mind that. Or maybe I could translate what she's saying to you guys in Spanish, but have her in my podcast. And also, another good thing is that my hubby lovey, Tommy, I've taught him how to cast on and how to knit. And he's willing to give it a go. And I'm not sure he might join us in the podcast, but it's in the horizons. It's in the horizon. I mentioned it to him. And I think it's possible. I think he will be joining us in our podcast, so that's a great thing. Can't wait to have somebody else talk about the knitting and the yarn and this, that, and the third. So he's right now casting on in cotton yarn, but it's a softer cotton yarn. It's not the rough type of cotton yarn like this one. Is very soft in a light gray. So he has the long tail cast on point now. He has the knitting on point. So I'm just gonna have him do dishcloths or maybe this. But he'll be making the dishcloth and I'll be making the soap cozies or soap huggers. That's gonna be the name, you guys. Soap huggers or soap cozies. We'll see. I think soap huggers is the best one. So yeah, I got another whip. I tell you guys, this podcast is about all the whips. So I'm gonna call it all the whips. All the whips. All the whips podcast. Okay, so in this one, this is a crochet pattern. Yes, you guys, I said crochet. And this is the Open Work Shawl by Lion Brand Yarn. Because they have a lot of free patterns online, you guys. You guys should check them out. They have beautiful patterns. This is a crochet pattern. Super easy and intuitive. And I am knitting. I am crocheting this in a G hook, US G hook. And a G hook right here. And the yarn I am using is Regia. This line is designed by Arnie and Carlos. And this one is in the color 03653. You see Arnie and Carlos there. So pretty, right? And I have two colors of Arnie and Carlos in here. So this color right here, this color right here is this. And then the other Arnie and Carlos is this. Super easy, you guys, super easy. And I originally added this color back over here. And then I'm gonna add one more ball of this color. And then I'm going to join them together. Maybe I'm going to join them together to make a massive cow. Or I might leave it long like this, where I could just wrap it around. Or I could just put it like this. This is the perfect one for the summer. Like, you know, the bus and the trains. It's like always cold because they overdo it with the AC. Yeah. So I've done that. And I love it, so squishy, you guys. And I had a couple of these yarns in my stash for a while. And I know it's for socks, but I wanted to make something different. And I wanted to crochet because, you know, Arabia, my friend, and Verna, they want me to crochet too. And ever since I learned how to knit, I haven't been crocheting. So, yeah. Okay. Another whip I have in my French supply, these are the, let's see, because I wrote it down. I tell you, I have notes, you guys. This is in, this is the dust bag that my French supply bag came with the handles, the burgundy one. So I have in here a shawl that I got on YouTube. I forgot who was the YouTuber. I don't know if it was Yarn Inspiration. No, it wasn't Yarn Inspiration. I'll figure it out, you guys. And it's called the Muscadine Shawl. It's a free pattern, you guys. So this is the pattern. It's only 2-row repeat. And you start off with 5 stitches. And I am using Lion Brand Shawl in the Ball. I forgot the name of this colorway, you guys. I am so sorry, but those are all the colors right there. Those are all the colors with the gray. All the colors. I forgot what's the color. I forgot the color of this, you guys. So here it is at its full glory, along with the French Supply bag little things. Okay, let me put the pattern in here because this mine no function sometimes. And I am using my Thiago needles, of course. And this is in the size 5. And this is what it looks like this. You see? This is how big the shawl is. And I use one full screen already. And this is the second one because I like big shawls. I noticed that I don't like tiny shawls. I won't use them. Like I knit them and stuff, but I really won't use them. So, yeah, and it's super squishy. And yes, it has the little halo, right? But it's not scratchy. And what's crazy about this yarn is it feels like cotton and it's not cotton, you guys. So this would be something cute to wear in the summer as well over a dress or something like that when the trains and the buses are going over doing it with the AC. So I've been working on that. My last whip, right, you guys? The last whip. And that pattern right there is super easy. Those 2 rows, they go like this. Okay, so another Mrs. Brown's bags, which I love. This one is zipper, and I love the colors. In this bag, I have my Tenya by Kaylin Hunter. Tenya, I believe it's Tenya. Another Cascade Heritage print project, you guys. 75% is the wash merino wool, 25% nylon, and this one is in the color jewels. And it looks like that. So this one, I have to admit that Kaylin Hunter, her patterns, I love the fact that I was so scared at first. I had this pattern for maybe like 2 months or so. I had it since it came out. I bought the pattern. Everybody was obsessed with it. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to make that. You know, I'm going to get this doing. I was scared shitless, you guys. I was scared of the lace for no reason. The lace was like easy peasy. Being that it's Sakura yarn, I can't give too much information because it's a paid for pattern. But being that it's a Sakura yarn and on my size it was 300 stitches, I was afraid of that, as well as the lace, as well as this bottom up. You work it up from the bottom up. And I am used to top down. So I was scared of that as well. But one day I was like, listen, I'm just going to bite the bullet. Everybody's obsessed with this pattern. Let me see what everybody's obsessed about. And yeah, you guys, I cast on. And I have to admit that I am so, but I mean so proud of myself. I am working on the back side. Right here, I'm working on the back. I'm working on the back. I have some stitches on hold for the front. Right here. So you work on the back. You know, the construction is very explained forward. But here's the lace in the bottom. I know it gets lost in the color of yarn that I chose, but I like it anyways. I had this yarn in my stash, and I just wanted to use it, so I figured why not. Now I know that it's better to use a solid color or soft speckle yarn so that the lace could show more. But it's okay because, you know, I cast on. Truth be told, listen to her instruction, you guys. I mean, if she tells you put a stitch marker every so often numbers for the lace, listen. Because it definitely will help you with the lace pattern. You will know if you made a mistake or you didn't because of the count in between stitches that she tells you to put them. So it's true what other people have said. Some people just start the pattern and just go off and don't read all the instruction or the pattern. You have to read the pattern before you start. And you have to pay attention to like small details like that. Because if I wouldn't have put the stitch marker in between the number of stitches that she stated, I would have been lost. I would have been really lost, you guys. And the lace goes like this. It goes like this. So I found it easy. I did not find it hard whatsoever. Now, I am working on this. Like I said, there's a certain time in the pattern where you're going to have to separate the front from the back, and you're going to have to work on the back and do some stuff on the back in order to get back to the front and work it up. I have no idea how this is going to end up, you guys. But so far I know you work on the back. I am having a problem on the back side, which I wrote to her already. And I wrote to a couple of people that are knitting this pattern or finished the pattern at that. Where on the decreases, there's something that you have to do that just doesn't add up to me. But overall, I have to say I love her patterns. I have numerous patterns of hers on my queue to make. And these are Signature Art needles. The body of this I am knitting on a 7. Let's see. And I don't remember. I know I'm using a US size 7 and a US size 2. Currently working on the size 7. And I have to say I am in love with this pattern. And I have this cute duck. Yeesh. Excuse me. I have this cute duck here. And yeah. That's all I have to say about the pattern. If Caitlin Hunter or the person that I spoke to on Ravelry gets back to me as soon as possible, I'm pretty sure I could whip this up quick. Because I already want to wear it. I really want to wear it, you guys. And there goes all the whips, you guys, that I've been indulging in. And yeah. So all the whips I've been indulging in, you guys. So, I hope you guys enjoy my podcast. Whip-wise, I will be posting in a separate video because I'm already 47 minutes into this. My Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Gotta Have It segment, which is my stash enhancement, where I purchased some yarn from Lion Brand. And I really want to show you guys what I got. So, yeah, if you guys, I also have knit-alongs and stuff like that in my Ravelry account. Please check me out, Lady Crafts a Lot podcast. I have to get better at posting my my works in progress in my Ravelry, also my stash, also my progress in my knitting and things like that. But if you guys want to know anything, if there's anything that you want me to explain more of here, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll gladly get into it, and I'll gladly make a video and talk to you about it. And I also have a segment in my Ravelry where you introduce yourself. I would gladly like you guys to introduce yourself, and yeah, and we could tangle in there and, you know, do more, you know, being that we're going through this crisis right now. I will be podcasting way more. I probably will even do a live video, and I'll just be knitting, and we could conversate, and you can send me pictures of your items that you're knitting, and I don't know, things like that. You can also hit me up in my Instagram, and my Instagram is ladycraftsalot83_beautyguru83. And yeah, we could even chat there as well, and I could do live videos there as well. You know, like, we need to stick together, we need to be safe, we need to listen to the news, and make sure that we don't get this coronavirus that is really hitting hard all over the world. And it's so sad that so many people are getting sick and dying of the sickness. It's really sad, you guys. It really is sad. I don't mind being locked up in my house if it means that me and my kids are going to be safe from what's going on out there. Also, being that I have lupus, I have to be careful. I cannot expose myself out there because my defense are very low and I am prone to catch anything in the air. So therefore, I have to stay home with my kids, and I'm okay with that. You know, I did food shopping, massive food shopping. Me and my hubby did the only food shopping for the kids and us, and we are prepared for what's coming. And I want you guys to be prepared, to stay focused, to not stress, you know, to find something to get into, whether it's crafting, play games with your family, watch movies with your family, make it fun, you know. I know it's hard. There's so many things going on. I am so sorry for the family that have family members that have the coronavirus. I am very sorry. My prayers go out to all the families out there that are going through this, or the husbands, wife, kids that are going through this. It's really hard. I am overwhelmed with the numbers that keep on going higher and higher, and yeah, just stay calm, stay home, watch the news, make sure you know what's going on out there so that you can also take precautions at home with your family and be ready for whatever is coming our way. Pray, you know, God is with us all, and we just gotta make this work, you know, via YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you know. I just wanted a podcast because I know it's been long coming, and now that we can go outside, I feel like this is an easy way to get close to you guys, and you guys can get close to me. And I am a very friendly person, you guys, so you guys can confide in me if you want to. You can go to my Instagram and write to me, or you could just go to my Ravelry and message me, and we can go back and forth on messages. I have no problem with talking to every single one of you guys, you know, and if there's something that I'm doing that might help you guys, I will put it out here, you know. Like right now, hand sanitizer is hard to get by. It is sad also how people are raising the prices on items that you do need to keep safe. Like, I find that so ridiculous. Like, this is a time where we all gotta be together. And if in the 99-cent store, the alcohol has been $1 something, why the heck would you raise it to $4.99? Like, don't take advantage of the situation and make a bigger profit on these items that we need to keep safe. You know, like, I find that so ridiculous. That really upsets me. Like, I don't see the point of people raising prices on anything, to tell you the truth. Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. You know, there are people out here that we're looking for all these items that we're not finding. So there are good YouTube videos where they're showing you how to make hand sanitizer and all these other things to, you know, that you might have at home or you have to go out and get to make these items to keep yourself safe. Why raise the price? Doesn't make no freaking sense, you guys. Well, one thing that my mom taught me that I'm gonna give to you guys as something that you can make at home. You can get aloe and alcohol, and you could pass it through your food processor, because you know the aloe, it's like chunky, slimy thing that comes out of the leaf thing. So you can pass it through your food processor with the alcohol, put it in a gallon of milk, shake it very well, and there goes your hand sanitizer. So I hope that helps you guys. And yeah. So enjoy. Keep crafting. I also indulge in my planning because, as you guys could see in my previous video, I like to plan. I like to be on top of my game and stuff like that. So, yeah. And I will be doing spreads on my planner and stuff like that as well. So stay tuned to that. I am going to start doing videos on how to cast on, how to knit, how to purl, whatever I get myself into that I don't know and I learn. I'm going to make a video to show you guys how I learned. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast and talk to you soon. Bye.